There is a European banking crisis right now. Literally, European banks are on the verge of collapse. And guess who predicted that? ChatGPT. I'm gonna get into this and much more. There's so much to cover today, but please first like and subscribe. Check us down below for our CT Club where you get our trade alerts, portfolio updates, and you get to see how what we are buying. I just did a microcap alert today. Yeah, there's plenty going on, plenty of opportunities for the next bull market. Okay, so market right now, Credit Suisse is down 30%. Yikes. A lot of people are saying, okay, this isn't that bad, whatever. Well, keep in mind that the largest shareholder of Credit Suisse, it was someone in Saudi Arabia. They said, okay, we're not going to mess with this due to regulatory issues. Keep in mind that there's no reason for that person, that big shareholder, to say that. There's always a roundabout way to, save a bank or save your investment. But here's what my thoughts are right now. Credit Suisse is 5 times the size of SVB, right? If Credit Suisse goes down, it's going to literally take down the entire European banking system, essentially. So this is why I don't think that people have anything to worry about, is because we saw what happened back in 2007, 2008, during the subprime crisis, right? The credit crisis. We saw banks get bailed out. And you know what? They're gonna bail out Credit Suisse, they're gonna bail out anything too big to fail. Right? So Credit Suisse, I think, has about over $900 billion of assets under management. So that's a lot. That would really destroy the banking system. So obviously they're not going to want to destroy the banking system. They're going to bail out. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to print so much more currency. It's just ridiculous. That's one of the reasons why I think Bitcoin is way up right now, because they realize not only are they going to print up so much currency, but they're also going to lead to much, much higher inflation. Now keep in mind, the Federal Reserve, they've been raising interest rates because their main concern was inflation. Now, what I think is happening is so how do you get rid of one problem? You have a bigger problem. So now they have to worry about bank failures and having depositors secured, essentially. So what are they going to do? They're going to backstop everything. So I think there's about $17.5 trillion worth of deposits in the US banking system. Outside of that, I don't know how much in deposits, but keep in mind, this is the US and Europe, all right? These people are going to bail out their banks. There's no question in my mind that's going to happen. Plus, you're going to have interest rates probably stop going up, right? The Fed isn't going to raise interest rates, in my opinion now, because of what is happening. And a lot of people are saying that the probability of even a 25 basis point rise is pretty low right now compared to a couple days ago when it was very, very high, and even 50 basis points rise even further back than that. So yeah, things change a lot, and that's once again why I see Bitcoin doing very well in this situation. The safest place to be is in Bitcoin, in my opinion. People have asked me today if they should take their money out of banks or whatever. I say, you know what? If you have too much money or currency in your bank, that might be a good idea to take some currency out. Why wouldn't you? And after this stuff clears away, and once the Fed and the ECB decide, hey, we're going to backstop everything, don't worry about it, we're going to print up as much currency as possible, then if you want to take that, put it back, then that would be fine, but that's just what I would do if I had a bunch of money in the bank. So before I end this video, I'm going to go over 4 tweets, and I'm going to go over what my thoughts are on this. Okay, so Alt BTC Cycles says the market is currently scared of a deflationary collapse. The US banking sector is crashing and downgraded by Moody. Remember those rating agencies that were bought and paid for during the 2007-2008 credit crisis? Yes, same people are involved with this crisis as well. Incredible. But here we go. Bond yields in all Western economies are crashing. not to mention oil. So let me go over bond yields really quick. So as I said before, the Fed and ECB are going in directly into the bond market, into the debt market, and are monetizing their own debt because nobody's going to touch that debt. So they're the ones that are bringing that down to essentially try to stabilize the bond market. We all know what happens with that. Massive inflation, massive inflation. Next up, we saw on Monday hit its highest daily trading volume on record for the New York Stock Exchange. 66 million contracts traded. This is according to the CME Group. So yeah, there's a lot of people taking huge advantage of this and making an absolute killing. I have one more tweet to talk about. This is from Jack Mallers, right? He says, we're watching the banking system of the United States collapse in itself in real time. The Federal Reserve may have broken the US banking system and tarnished its credibility. Are we entering a new era of US banking? Yes, that's where I think what's going to happen is this is going to fuel the essentially shoving down the throats of people a CBDC or central bank digital currency. And I mean, I can see these things pretty far out because you have to think like a central banker. Why wouldn't they want to do this? They cause this collapse, and then they're going to have a savior called the CBDC. And yeah, unfortunately, I think that's where it's heading. I think it'll be out whether it's next year or the year after that, but I don't think much more. So I'm going to be on top of this. In the meantime, try to relax, take out a little bit of money from your bank why not? And yeah, that's all. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.